I'm live. Hey, I'm Sean. I did some federal time, 52 months. This is federal pre-talk. Excuse me. We're going to be talking about pre-sentence report. I have the word pre in my mind. This is federal prison talk, and I'm live, so I can't edit that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm hoping some people call in. I have a lot of friends that have prison channels out there too. If you guys are out there, you know who you are. Come on board, guys. Come on board. Tonight I'm going to do some schooling because I spent a couple hours on the phone with a guy last night. He's got a case, calls me up. And, I found myself learning as I was speaking to him, as I was reading a pre-sentence report, a blank one, of all the little tricks and questions and things that they ask you on a pre-sentence report. Is very important. Listen, I'm going to play my little intro. We're going to get into it. I got some serious information you really need to hear. This is stuff your lawyer doesn't care about talking to you about. We're going to talk about why and why doesn't he? And we're going to talk about lawyers and court-appointed ones and all kinds of information and how to do a pre-sentence report tonight. Kind of this stuff. This is the day that's going to change the rest of your life, man. If you're going to prison, and if people out there that are never going to go to prison and you live your life great, this is some great information for you. So you can make decisions along the way in life and still be a better person and make sure you never go to prison. Because every second that we make a decision out there, it could be the wrong one. And it turns into another wrong one and another wrong one. The next thing you know, you're indicted. This country's not as free as people think it is. We're going to talk about that too. So let me just play you my little intro. It's a song I wrote in prison and I'm kind of proud of it. So that's why I play it. Here we go. Sometimes I get thinking about my life, wondering where did I go wrong. Sometimes I start to wonder. Whoa, hey, I'm back. Anyways, I have a pre-sentence report I'm going to pull up. It's like 30 pages, man. It is from the United States Probation Northern District of Iowa. There's a lot of different districts. I could Google it right now and find out. But why don't you Google that for me? How many districts in the United States are there for the federal judicial system? I know there's at least 19, maybe 22, and there could be 56. And I could Google it and find out. But how about one of you guys do that? Why I pull up a pre-sentence report and split the screen here, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about all the angles, why you should fill it out. Do you get a chance to fill it out? Did your lawyer even give you one to fill it out? Did he talk to you about it? Do you know how important it is? Does the judge know who you are? Right now, let's say you get indicted, you get arrested, whatever. And now the states are doing it, at least here in New Mexico, California. You get busted, you get booked, you get fingerprinted, and then they let you out. And, who knows how many more months later you're going to go for sentencing day. And there's a lot you can do in between there to, let the judge know. Maybe if you're taking it to jury, and let's say you take it to jury and you lose, well, then the jury decides how long you're going to get. And if you've done a lot of work to change along the way, everything from your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, to feeding the homeless, but to feeding your mind along the way. And that's what's really important, to educate and grow your mind while you have this chance, because it's going to change the rest of your life. And let's say you take it to jury trial and you get acquitted and everything's good and it's free to go. That still changed your life. Many people wish that's their outcome. Many people don't get that wish. And thank you for watching, because I hope to discuss everything. I got 2-3 hours on the phone with this man last night, and I was loving it. He let me, and he told me I learned a few things along the way. I also had someone here that had done prison time with me. They were listening in, and that they had learn from them. Hopefully they come on the shows. It's a lady who had a life sentence, and one of those few people that got the not the pardon, but she ended up doing 17 years, not knowing she was ever going to get out. Was that the one Obama did? I think the was it? Did she tell me it was 750 inmates? And she's going to try to do it this week. I learned a lot. Anyways, let me pull up my pre-sentence report, and we're gonna talk about this. And I'm gonna put the number to call in on the screen right now. So if you guys want to call in as well, all righty. And let me pull this up here. 1 second here. Let me share my screen. Click that. Hit the pre-sentence report. Hit the share button. It should come in any second. There we go. It worked. I'm getting so much better at this. If you guys watched me before, I'm fumbling, hitting butts. Oh man, it's not fun. Anyways, let's see here. I got a little helper here today. A little Google Voice is going to kind of read some of this. I'm going to read the first part of it. Then we're going to get down to all the questions. But this is kind of the purpose of it. Let's start with that. Okay, and this is the one out of the Northern District of Iowa, and they're pretty much almost exactly the same in all the districts. If there's a different kind of law in maybe Washington, D.C., there may be a question or two added or taken away, but this is your basic pre-sentence report. And I'll tell you how you can get yours for free. Order now for $000.99. No, anybody can get a hold of these guys. Don't let your lawyer think he's got some special access, okay? I'll tell you how to get that a little later. So let me start here with my little reader here for me. Uh-oh. Let's try that again. Oops. Let's just try that again. You know, you guys can't see that while I'm reading, so I have an idea here. That's why I had a number. But, you know, they said the word PSIR. That stands for Pre-Sentence Investigative Report. And that is the real name, guys. Not PSI, not PSR, not PSRI. It's PSIR. But you'll hear pre-sentence report. You'll hear pre-sentence investigation. You'll hear pre-sentence investigation report, pre-sentence PSP. Okay, it's all the same, guys. But the proper name is how you just heard it, PSIR. So, lawyers out there, maybe you might want to just a little bit of education there. Let's see. Let me pull up. I'm going to read it. While she's reading, I'm going to pull up another one so that you could see that. And but let me go on to here the instructions real quick, and we're going to get the good part just a second here. Okay. Okay. I see what happened. I'm going to stop there. This is. I thought I was going to stop there. There we go. So I have a way to show you this while she's reading it on the next one. But let me scroll down, guys, and let's get to these questions here. Okay. See if anybody's in the room here right now. We've got some people in the room. Oh my God, do I have Katrina? Katrina, you are in the room? Katrina, I've been waiting for you and your son to give me that call to come on the show. You know, all those, couple more years? Katrina had a son in prison. Guys, I'll let her tell you, but he finally got released. Did he ever even make it to a prison, Katrina, or was he just held up in? They call it diesel therapy. Diesel meaning you're in some kind of a diesel bus, a diesel plane. You're locked up, shackled somewhere, and then you think you're gonna finally get to your destination, but you go somewhere else, and then you go somewhere else, and it's he was in one to begin with, but then he kind of think he stirred up some shit with the government, right? And they don't like that, man, especially when they're wrong and you can prove it. Ooh. Anyways, she went through a lot. Katrina, it's good to see you. She is. It's midnight in Michigan. It's 10 o'clock here, Katrina. So, Katrina, my number's on the screen. Katrina, you owe me that one, Katrina. Come on the show. You owe me. You don't owe me, but I'm glad. I'm glad your son's out. I'm hoping he's still out. All right. So let's get to some of these questions here. All right. Not my questions, the government's questions. So, the first part here is really basic. You would expect it. Now, I said there's 30 pages here. They're going to dig deep. They're going to want to know the name of your dog when you were 3 years old. Stuff like that. It's crazy, man. And then I'm going to talk about how they'll twist those answers that you put in there and use it against you. So you got to have a lawyer that's, willing to sit down probably for hours and go over this with you. A lot of lawyers won't even give you this. Well, they might give it to you the day before. And I had mine. So here's what happened with me. I had 4 different court-appointed lawyers because there was conflicts of interest along the way with 9 co-defendants. And the third one was a lady, the best lawyer I would recommend for anything. And she worked with me hard. She set me down, taught me the system. A lot of lawyers will not sit down and tell you the whole process. And some in here. So let's see here. There she is. Katrina is in the room. Hi, Katrina.